As I am currently recording right now, I'm going to go ahead and share the disclaimers. This meeting is being recorded and will be posted to the HCA website on a web page dedicated to SUDISA work group. Please begin recording. Recording has began. This recording is open to public disclosure. Please do not disclose any private or confidential information. Guidelines for public feedback. This work group is not subject to the Open Public Meeting Act. Members of the public are welcome to attend and observe the SUD Intake Screening and Assessment SUDISA work group meetings. Meeting participation, including use of the chat, will be limited to work group members unless otherwise specified, i.e. guest participant, panelists, presenters, etc. If you are not a committee member and you would like to provide comment or questions for the work group consideration, please email hcaesb5476 at hca.wa.gov. And the work group administrator will share your message with the work group. Okay. Next on the agenda, I'll be sharing the SharePoint page. So everybody knows I go over this at every meeting just so everybody sees it. This is the SharePoint page. If you go to meeting material, you then can go to the mural. And I just like to everybody know how to get to the mural. Of course, I'll be putting a link in the chat as well. I have it on the agenda. I am to review the charter project goal before we move into mural voting. I wanted to show it to everybody. This is the charter in which everybody came up with and everything. So we just wanted to go over, the steering committee just wanted to go over the project goal with everybody. And I'm going to read that for everybody just so, and I have it on share. I'm sharing it right now so all of you can see it. Project goal: provide specific, actionable state level and evidence-based recommendation to the Washington State Legislature which improves systems, policies, and process for conducting SUD intake, screening, and assessments that are designed to broaden the workforce capable of administering SUD assessments, make processes as brief, low barrier, and person-centered as possible, including only what is necessary to initiate care and support utilization management and achieve any additional goals as identified by the work group. I'm gonna copy that and I'll put it in the chat just in case if you guys want to read it at another time. Okay. All right. So next, I will be doing a type of roll call this morning, and the only reason is because of we are doing voting this morning. And so I think this is going to be really fun for everybody and exciting. And also we get to do our objective for the day, which is, going voting for what we've been um, talking about for the past few weeks on all the stuff in the mural. So I'll be using these chips to say everybody's names. And if someone's not here, then I'm going to remove their chips because they don't need to vote today. But just to explain the voting a little bit, you guys will each get these chips right here. You'll get 3 of them, and then you'll get to vote on one of the. You get to use your 3 votes to vote on any yellow sticky you want. You can vote all 3 on one yellow sticky if you find that's one is the most important one. And so yeah, this is going to be some fun. If for some reason you're not mural, I'll be sharing the link to the mural so you can move, and then I'll be doing an example of how to move a chip to a yellow sticky. But if for some reason this is just a little too much for you, because I know some people have said that before in the past, it's just a little too much for the mural. You can wait till the end, and I can move your chips for you. I can do it at the end. Because usually it's just 1 or 2 people that want me to move their chips, and I can do that, so it's not a big deal. But so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a chip roll call. So this won't include any HCA folks or anything. Anna Hart too. Okay, she's not here. I'm not gonna delete her chips because she could join later, and that happens sometimes. I'm gonna put them over here. Kathy Asada.
I'm here.
Morning. Tarina Galuce. Sue Cherry,
I'm here.
Katie Ramos,
I'm here.
Car Reed,
Here.
oh, I can't pronounce the first name. Charnay Ducrest. Okay. Garrett Leonard. Dominique Forrest Jordan.
Here.
Adrian Tillery. Bethany Bernard. LaShanti Turner. Elizabeth Bridges. Amy Rudge. Elizabeth, are you here? I thought I saw you in the chat for a second. Okay. Amy Rudge. Wayne Swanson. Alicia Egan.
Good morning. I'm here.
I'm just moving yours over here. Brandy Branch.
I'm here. This is Brandy.
All right, Brandy. Dallas De La Regre.
I'm here.
All right. Beth Myers.
Yes, I'm here, and my name is Elizabeth Myers.
Oh, Elizabeth Myers. Okay.
Yeah.
I can change that. Oh, it take me 2 seconds. Okay. There we go. Bergen Stark. Angela Tonkovich. David S.
I'm here.
Ah, good. Good to have you here, David. Molly Martin. Kutse Khan. Just want to reconfirm, Dr. Khan, are you there? Okay. Jacqueline Jones. No, Jack. Okay. All right. For this voting, HCA members will not be voting. That's come you don't see their name there. Okay, when you click on the link, you're going to click visitor. There is no login. Real quick, I can even show you an example of how to get in there. Click on mural. So just like you click on the link, it's going to come up like this, warming up. It's going to say log in, create an account, view as visitor. You can put visiting shrimp. You can change it. Yeah. And then you can put your name. All right. We got an elephant. We got a sheep. All right. Very good. All right, so you use the right clicker on my computer, at least you use the right clicker if it's different, to move around. The left click, I'm going to use Dallas's first. If I want to move it to vote for this, I would just put it right next to it, right this. I would just vote, right? Right here, right here. You just put them right there to vote. And so you guys can move around and read the yellow stickies again. And then whatever gets the most yellow stickies, I mean the most circle sticky notes, that is how we'll prioritize how we're gonna look at what goes first. So if you guys want to go ahead and start picking out your names, please only pick your name and make sure you're clicking onto the sticky note. It's usually the left clicker to move it. Again, if this is a little too much, if you feel like this is just too much going on, you want to wait till the end to do your stickies, I'll be more than happy to move your stickies for you, and I can tell you where to go. You can tell me where to go. Oh, someone's moving a whole box. It's okay. It's not the first time. There you go. I will say it's easier to move about if you do not look at my screen while you're doing this. If you're trying to look at while I'm doing the mural and you're doing the mural, it'll be a lot harder for you. Okay. Elizabeth. Yes, I see your sticky right here. It's not where you want it. So where would you like it on? Is it this one right here? I have my cursor over. I don't know if you can see mine.
Yes, I don't know what happened to it there. Like,
Right there.
how come I can't move it? Oh, maybe I can move it now. Okay,
Good.
I can move
There
it
you go.
again. Thank you.
Yep. No problem.
I don't know how that happened.
Oh, hey, you guys, hey, maybe I should have said this, Michelle. I don't think anybody has to vote on the blue, right? They don't need to vote on a blue because because that's already going to be done in some form or there's already a existing solution.
Right. The blue stickies indicate like a resolution for
Yeah,
that. Yeah. I suppose if there's more that can be done, right, for the yellow sticky in that area, then it would warrant a vote. But um, I would encourage focusing on ones that don't have the blue.
yeah. I didn't even think about bringing that up, honestly. Yeah, so if you guys have one on blue ones, you can, unless you really feel like it warrants that heavy discussion, you can go ahead and move it on to another sticky, um, that needs more work and such because there's already a resolution for that sticky most likely. I do want to make sure folks know there are three big boxes. There is a box to the very far right called other, and there is some yellow stickies over there if you want to take a look. I am going to give some time for this until I see all the stickies gone, because I know a lot of you want to make sure you're spending a good amount of time. Alicia, you're right. You're right here. If you look at my cursor, you're kind of there by yourself. Yep. I think I just saw your cursor maybe. And if you guys don't know, there is a plus and minus button right here that will zoom you in and out as you need it to the right of your right hand screen. So if you want to zoom in, you can, so you can read what's going on. Someone's moving the box. It's okay. I got it. There you go. It's okay. It takes a second to get used to the whole box thing. That happens to me several times when I'm using the mural. Hey, Alicia, I noticed that you voted for the housing portion included in the report. Though I do agree with you 100,000%. It's going to be included in the report no matter what. It's not we're really voting on. I should have made it clear on this one, and I didn't. That was I apologize for that. So if you want to take your purple sticky, you could probably use it on another sticky where it would be more meaningful for the vote. But this will be included in our report. That's all that's going to happen with it, really. And so, yeah, my bad about that. I hope everybody else is listening. For the yellow sticky that says included in report with the green sticky, it doesn't need a vote. It's sort of like a blue sticky. Hey, Dominic, I did notice that you voted on a yellow sticky that has a blue on it. I just want to make sure that if you wanted to use this for something else, this looks like this sticky has a most likely has a resolution from the new ASAM. Of course, you can keep it there and it will warrant further discussion. But if you wanted to move it to something else to vote for, you could do that as well. I just want to point that out to you. It'd be up to you.
Okay, thank you. I'll move it.
Okay, cool. All right, you guys are doing great with this. It looks like we're wrapping up here just in a little bit. I see a couple people still moving around. You still got a couple minutes, so don't worry about it. And I'll give you guys a few more minutes, but it looks like all the circles are gone. People got some stuff floating in the air. So, um, Alicia, yours ended up in the middle right here. Did you want yours to go somewhere? Oh, moving the box. Okay. Um, did someone actually delete their name or something off one of the purple stickies? I'm seeing a purple sticky right here, and I don't know where it's for. It's just on the line of the box, and there's no name. It's possible somebody might have created a duplicate too. I'm gonna place it over here. If someone feels like they didn't get the 3 votes, let me know, and I can place their name in it. Alicia, for your question about do you have to do 3? I guess you don't have to do 3. That's your option. I would encourage you to try to look at a couple more and see if there's any one of them that correspond with you. And so, but at the end, if you feel like you're done, you can just then you're good. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
And you can also use 2 votes for the same thing, right?
You
Like
can.
if you really feel strongly about what you could use all 3 of your, stickies for the same thing if you feel that strongly about it.
Okay. I still see some people moving around, so I just want to if you can just you can utilize the chat or you can speak up on mic. Um, is I'm gonna wait a second. Is everybody done? Is there anybody still thinking they might switch something? You can just put here in the chat and I'll know that you're still moving. So if you only need to put here in the chat or say something if you actually still need to move or vote on something. Because right now all the purple stickies are gone. Okay, so I'm gonna take it that everybody has voted. Um, hey Michelle, I didn't think about this, but after the vote, do you think it'd be better for everybody to sign out of the mural so there isn't 18 of us in it? I didn't think about that.
I mean, if we're all done interacting with the mural, then probably makes sense for folks to exit. Yeah, just so it
Yeah.
becomes less distracting with names moving around.
Yeah, I think they can just exit with clicking the X in their box, right? And then they'll exit out.
Yeah, just close the internet window that it's open in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh Michelle, are you in the mural right now? I'm just curious what animal you are.
I'm I don't think I am. I don't think I am in that mural right now.
Okay, that's cool. I just
Yeah.
wanted to see if you're one of the animals. If I can go ahead, if you are done with voting, go ahead and just exit out of the mural, and then we're gonna go over the votes and counting up and tally them up. And all you gotta do is just click out of the internet thing, and it should exit you out. No, no one's moving the box. It's okay. I still see two on the screen, so I'm going to take it that you guys are still deciding on what you want to do with your votes, and that's completely fine. This is important decisions to be made, and make sure that you're making the right one and everything. If you are done voting, I'd ask you to go ahead and just close out of the mural when you're done. So everybody knows we'll be going over the yellow stickies that have the purple stickies, to make sure that you know that you're like, oh no, I didn't mean to vote for that one or something. You can correct it right down the spot with me. I'll go over it, and if you're like, no, Kelly, I didn't want my purple sticky there. Can we move it to this one? Then I can do that as well. So for any reason, if you made a mishap, I can correct it as we're going through it. All right, Elizabeth, you got your hand raised.
Um, yeah, I just wonder, and my um, I go by Beth, but my
Beth, okay.
yeah, but my name is Elizabeth. I said that because you were saying somebody Elizabeth was in the beginning, and my picture had my full name. Anyway, what I'm noticing is that we probably need a new yellow sticky that talks about increasing revenue for reimbursement of services and higher wages for people that do this work. Uh, I think that's an incentive to stay in the field, because I know there's a lot of burnout. People leave.
I
And
know that. Oh, go ahead, Beth. I'm sorry.
well, it would serve patients if they had, people that were healthier and happier and better paid serving them. So I don't know how we can word that, but that's why I have my sticky over here on the pink, one of the pink squares, because it says identify revenue to increase reimbursement and wages. I know we're going to talk about this, but I just feel like that should be a yellow sticky somehow and maybe reworded.
Yeah, and I think I think Beth, we could play with the verbiage a little bit to be more, and also too, just so everybody knows, these stickies are not like report ready. So when they become report ready, we can definitely take a deeper dive into how they're going to be written for the report, and verbalize like exactly what I think what you said, Beth, um about increasing wages and such, so that and you're right, it has to do with workforce and such. So I mean, I think you're right, and I think that when this becomes report ready, I think this is something we really want to pay attention to when we start writing for the report, and that it's written in such a way that we're going to critique it, so that we do have happier people in the field. I totally agree with you on that. I've been a supervisor before, and anytime they talked to me about pay, I was like, more, more. Let's just give them more. So I agree with you 100%, Beth. And I think that we can, when we do the report, I think that we're going to need to make sure that it illustrates what you're speaking about for sure. All right, I do have a visiting line, and I just want to make sure if you're still voting, go ahead and vote. If you're done, you can go ahead and close out by just clicking the close out on your internet browser. All right, I think I am the only one left in the mural. I feel so lonely. I was in there with like 15 animals from the zoo, now it's just me. Um, all right. I will be clicking on the box and then I will put in how many votes I see. For this one, I see 2 votes. I will be bolding them there. Greater accessibility, 2 votes. Recommend expansion of services that can be provided prior to completion of assessment. I have 2 votes again. And then this would be the time to say in the chat if for any reason you didn't mean for your thing to go there, or you did, or something like that. Just let me know. We can make the changes now. So I might reorganize the stickies so that they're just a little bit more easier to look at, maybe ish. All right. When people need medication inpatient, I have 3 votes. Medical inpatient, yeah. All right. There we go. Facility closing, treatment facility storage, I have 3 votes. All right. BHA facilities only, that's the ending of it. I have 0 votes. Michelle, correct me if I'm wrong. 0 votes doesn't mean that we're not going to we're not going to speak about that. It doesn't mean that we're not going to speak about that problem. It just means that it's lower on the list of things that we're going to speak about, right? We're going to go by highest vote to lowest.
Yeah, that's right. So
Okay.
this is about priority setting. Just in case we run out of time to cover all of the things, or at least build them out into, robust, specific recommendations. We can still make note of the other things if we don't get to them, but they're just not going to be like as developed as the higher priority items because those are where we're going to spend our time.
All right. All right, service providers, this is 1. All right. 2 votes. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 votes. Mm, Kind of curious to see who wins out here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 8, oop, 8 votes. Okay. Just so you guys know, I'm still making sure that we mark that if something got 0 votes, so it's still going to be there. All right, 2 votes here. One vote here. All right, I think I think I know the 2 winners right off bat. I think we have voted on everything. I'm looking at all yellow stickies to make sure, even the blue ones, making sure. Okay. So it looks like the 2 that went out to me is, and if Michelle, you see something else in the mural, let me know. But I'm pretty sure the 2 that I see win are these 2 right here. And just remember, winning doesn't mean that like the issues that you guys picked isn't going to be discussed. It just means that if it's the highest priority. And so then from there we go down from 8 to 6 votes. And I think the next one is these 2 were tied, I believe. So when people need medical inpatient and then facilities closing. So these 2 are tied. And then we have quite a few with 2 votes that are tied out. And we
Yeah,
only
and
have a
I'm wondering, Kelly, also if we want to, because there's a lot of folks that were not able to make it to this meeting, a lot of votes in the, that weren't used. And so I wonder if before we tally the final counts for all of these, we give folks about a week or so who did not attend the meeting to place their votes.
yeah, I could send an email out specifically to these folks
Yeah.
explaining and outlining the idea behind what they're doing and then having them vote, and then we could also have a final tally there. I
I
think
think
that's
they'd appreciate that. Yeah.
yeah, because this
But
is
it's
quite a few
still,
people.
yeah, and it's still, interesting and helpful to see where things have landed so far, for sure.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm very interested by this. Just so you guys know, I've never used a mural like this before. This is, I don't know, being online and everything. This is very cool to like have everybody here and kind of we're using a whiteboard and everybody's at their computer. So I appreciate every one of you guys to be here for the vote. Michelle, until we get those other votes, do you see where we would go next without those votes? I'm just kind of curious on what you might be thinking. Hey, Michelle, did you hear me?
Sorry, I was I was muted. I was responding. Um, so I think it's probably unlikely that even after we open up the voting to the folks that aren't here at this meeting, that something else comes in the lead. It's possible, but I think unlikely. So if we want to start conversations about next steps for those top 2 items, basically what we the next step is to um, start to write out and develop a specific recommendation that we can make to the state for what change we want to see that's going to support the desired outcome. So we can, depending on how you feel about that, Kelly, we can like I could pull up a Word document right now and help facilitate that. I am going to have to jump off for another meeting at 10, but we can start that conversation at least, and the meeting note taker can capture the discussion. But you know, at some point we need to actually write out the specifically what we want the state to do. So that would be the next step. Now that we've identified the high priority and we've got some ideas rolling about what how we want to address it.
Yeah, and so I can also bring up a Word document and we can start talking about both of these right now. I'm curious to hear from the group where if anybody has any spoken about where they want to go right now with this. Another option is too is when I'm not in this group, like after this group is this meeting is over, I can actually write these all up into like onto a Word document by priority what they are right now, and then have that ready for the next meeting. And you guys, we can start writing it out in the next meeting by priority, each of them. That's just an option. I like to hear from the group if what they like to do if anybody has any ideas.
This is Brandy. I don't know how you
Yes.
want to spend the rest of this time other than, like you said, maybe creating specific recommendations. But I would love a summary document of like the votes in order of priority as you suggested. That would be really helpful for the next meeting if possible. So thank you for the offer.
Thank you, Brandy. Appreciate it. Anybody else from the group? Okay. So I guess if anybody's not against it, I could give back 30 minutes to you guys today, and I could start writing up the documentation by prioritization, and I can start emailing out the folks that didn't vote and have them start doing stuff. And I could hear, oh, I got some thumbs up, some clapping. And I can start writing that stuff up for you guys. So for the next meeting, by priority, what's written up, Dallas. Okay, thank you. And I can do that for the next meeting if everybody's okay with that. Michelle, I saw you light up there for a second.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. So okay, so I can give you guys back some time today, and I'll get that written up, and also to, oh, okay, good, Elizabeth, Beth, excuse me, Beth.
That was an accident.
Okay.
I just
You're not
wanted to
the,
say thank you, though. Thank you for, pushing through this. And it
yes,
looks
for
good.
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Beth. Yeah, your comments are always appreciated. And I actually do the raise hand react thing too all the time, where I accidentally hit raise hand when I'm trying to do clapping or thumbs up. So I'll get this all written up for you guys, prioritized, and next meeting we'll be starting to go over what we can actually write up for all this stuff, and I'll give you guys back a little bit of time today. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Appreciate
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dallas. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I have to actually stop recording?
Since I'm
Hey,
still here,
Michelle.
I can stop the recording if you want.
Well, no, but do I to the recording to be captured? Do I just hit leave and it'll do it automatically, or do I have to hit stop?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that it just stops automatically whenever one leaves. But I'm gonna go ahead and just stop it here.
Oh, okay.